Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Blind Straight. Thank you. Good afternoon, Blind Straight. How are you doing? It's not as hot. High of 92 today in South Carolina. Good afternoon. Appreciate it, y'all. I meant to take that ticker down. Thank you for your support. How you doing, Colin? Good to see you. Good afternoon. How you doing? Curious, Georgia. For real, it's Monday. How's your weekend been? For real, y'all. All right, I'm here, y'all. And I appreciate you coming here today. How's your weekend been, y'all? All good, thanks, Dave. All right, Colin. Hello, Abby. Abby CD, how are you? 216 subscribers. I'm subscribed to you. I am. Yes, I am. Hello and welcome. I just love life, Dave. Colin, well, that's amazing. I appreciate you loving life because I love life too. Got a little click going on. Hello, Mike Smith. All good in the hood, for real. All good in the hood. I like that. That rhymes. I hope you don't live in the hood, though. Isn't that like the gutter? Hello, CSE. Good afternoon. Appreciate that thumbs up, y'all. 2.5 earthquake in Lake Michigan, for real. The Michigander. What's up, man? I guess we got an earthquake going on, y'all. Is it over with? Hello, Chef Lizzie. How are you doing? Thank you for coming today. Good afternoon to you. Good afternoon, Chef Lizzie. Isn't this your first Super Dave live stream? Just asking questions. For real, y'all. Good evening from here, wherever here is. Smells like it? Good, Dave. Life is amazing. It is, Colin. It is. I've always said that, life is good. Hello, Tina Gasson. Good to see you. Good evening. Good morning. Per the driver. It's Monday, y'all. Thought I'd come in a little while and see what's going on around the world. Today's current events. There is something going on. Always something going on. Thank you very much, Per the driver, for the thumbs up. 15-minute drive to the hood. For real. It's like a 15-minute drive to the hood here. But I stay out the hood. I ain't going in no hood, y'all. That's like one way in and one way out. You get trapped down in the hood, y'all. Skid Row. For real. Section 8. This is my third time on a live stream. I appreciate it, Colin. Your third, your fourth, your fifth. I appreciate it being your third time, for real, though. Hello, Jay Hart. Thank you very much. Good to see you, brother. Thank you. Good afternoon. Super chats, look, y'all, they're not expected, but they're always appreciated, so please, I know you're excited. Contain yourself, y'all. Hey, I'm excited all the time, y'all, because God, life is good. And did something blank out just now? What is going on? That's why I'm kind of extending my time a little bit. See, I had a little blink going on. Good to see you, Tina Gasson. Thank you, everyone. Mike Smith. Hope you're doing well, brother. Good to see you. For real, y'all. Hello, Gizmo. Or is it Gen's Mom's Life Vlogs? Hello, good to see you. Thank you. Good to see everyone. CSE sent me a video. I looked at a couple of them, you and the Watchman. I appreciate it, y'all. Kind of keeps me up with what's going on. I was waiting until I could see a couple small YouTubers like me come in. Do y'all aware of the YouTube restrictions coming up in February, right? You got to have more watch hours. But that's not the current events at the time. But yeah, the new rules and regulations. You're going to have more watch hours. Certain circumstances for certain reasons, you know, like members and things. But 8,000 watch hours, a lot of these small YouTubers aren't going to be able to keep up with that. I know that. Watch my video from your side. From this side or that side? Good afternoon, y'all. Skid Row, for real, y'all. Amazing people finding amazing people, for real. And you're amazing. I appreciate it, y'all. Y'all are really amazing. Trump rounding up the horses for McDonald's and Jack in the Box. 3,000 horses, something like that. Yeah, Trump is rounding up horses, wild horses, y'all. I'm going to have them slaughtered. I mean, really? What are they doing? Are they adding it to the beef? Look, y'all. We got to be careful out here, y'all. Look great for here, Dave. Well, thank you. Looks great for here. I almost didn't go live, y'all, because I do have something I should be doing. Trying to work a little bit in the mornings and stuff, y'all. You know what I mean? Trying to get a few hours in and do things, y'all. Working on it, you know? Trying to move up, not be so broke and all that. Go back to work a little bit. At least do a little part-time and stuff, y'all. Hey, Dave, are you going to come to the Drag Queen brunch to support the fire? No, I don't think I'm going to. Be like, why? For real, y'all. Why do I need to do that? It's lunchtime with Super Dave and the crew, y'all. Hello, the Watchman. Good to see you. I just don't want to talk a lot. Y'all know Hawaii took a brunt hit from Hurricane Lala. Yeah, now they're getting a tropical storm and all that. We're going to get to it in a minute there, y'all. Just, yeah, if you're a small YouTuber like me, the rules are going to change a little bit. You're going to have to better go live a little bit more, you know, get your hours up, y'all. I'm just trying to give words of advice, a little bit of tip here and there, you know. Go live if you got to every day, you know. Just saying, y'all. Whatever it would take to keep my watch hours up, I would. 3 million acres burned in Washington and Oregon. What about Reno, Nevada? Reno, Nevada's on fire, y'all. Let's get over here and let's get started now. I'm like, man, y'all even know what's going on, right? Trying to play a little background music and everything. Appreciate it, y'all. I hope y'all have had a wonderful weekend. Hello, Sandra Martin. Good to see you. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Mama Rages. Good day, y'all. Listening while I do dishes. Well, you don't want to touch that phone while you're wet-handed, right? Yeah, let's talk about the weather, y'all. For a minute anyway. Because there's a lot going on with the weather. The Pacific is lightening up. Now, this is due to this El Nino, right? The heated waters and all that. Yeah. Active storms and areas to watch. Tropical storm Moke is bringing heavy rainfall to Hawaii, while newly formed tropical storm Isaiah marks the 9th named storm of the year. There's also 2 additional areas of a tropical interest. Yeah, tropical interest. I'll get it up there, y'all. Jay Hart, thank you. It's always appreciated, my friend. Thank you. I really appreciate it, brother. Thank you. God bless. If I can find my StreamYard up here. I need it. I have another video up here that I put up here, but dang thing, it won't play. I'm like, man, what's going on with this thing, y'all? StreamYard? You know how that is. Thank you very much. Thank you. I'm a little bit early today. I get it, y'all. Thank you so much for the support. It does mean the world, y'all. It helps the channel. Now I got to find back where I need to go. Here we go, y'all.
Sorry, I'm a little rusty. Oh yeah, the East Pacific. Chris has got me covered. So we talked about Hawaii, that's the Central Pacific. Now I want to talk about the East Pacific because there's a lot of action going on out there. Check this out, look at this. We've got Iselle, and we have a bunch of areas to watch and invest and all this kind of stuff, and there are going to be more storms forming over the next week and a half or so. When we have an El Nino going on, things are generally quieter in the Atlantic because there's more wind shear around, that's the idea. But in the East Pacific, with an El Nino, you tend to get a lot more action. Now, none of these right now, you see this big cluster of a bunch of different storms and potential storms. At least right now, none of them look like they're going to be directly affecting land. I think things could get interesting about a week to a week and a half from now, especially for like Baja, parts of northern Mexico, but we'll get to that when it's time.
Look what this El Nino supposedly is doing to the Pacific. The waters are very active. We got typhoons, cyclones, and hurricanes all over the place, y'all. Hawaii was affected last week with Lala. Hurricane. I thought it was Layla. But anyway, yeah, that's pretty much the situation out into the Pacific right now. Let me go over here and look at something. Let me pull this geographical map, or whatever you want to call it. It's a global map of the wind and all this good stuff. Lala, they say, has strengthened. It's gotten way up into the Pacific up here above Hawaii. But right up under here is where that tropical storm is. As you can see, Hawaii, little blue. Let me enlarge it a little bit more. I'm no expert at this, but I do the best I can. Yeah, this obviously is the tropical storm up under here, and there's one back here still coming this way toward Hawaii. Just saying. I mean, really, you go over here to the Atlantic, you don't see no activity like that. And the Atlantic is really warm. It's a lot warmer than the Pacific. And we thank the Lord we don't have any coming our way. September's coming, though, and that's when Hugo and a lot of these hurricanes like to form into the Atlantic. Just saying, y'all. Thought I'd give you a little quick update on the Hawaii, Pacific Ocean, what's going on out there. China was hit by last week or two by a cyclone and a storm and all that. Yeah. Colin, my mother's side is Scots. I do get the goosebumps when I hear the pipes. Thank you very much, Jay Hart. Thank you. And thank you, Curious Georgia, for running that link to the Buy Me a Coffee. I appreciate that, y'all. Thank you Very nice. Very nice. Hello, Rebecca Lynn. Good to see you. Thank you. Saw y'all. I was watching this morning to Enter the Stars. Saw all of you there. Get it, y'all? I mean, I was there. I mean, but I had to go. I was catching up as I was like, man, I got set behind because I go through areas. I live in the country where there's no signal. It breaks up. It stops. And I try to attend as much as I can, but things are going on a lot of times. But I come in and say good morning and happy birthday, everybody. Every day is a learning day. Hello, girly. Girly whirly. Girly whirly. Happy Monday. Let's check your channel out. I got time to do that. Girly whirly. Thank you for coming in and hitting that thumbs up. Much appreciated. Happy Monday to you. Hope you had a great weekend. You and everybody that you love, Just saying. You and everybody that you love. For real, y'all. Should we find the horses or what? Let's go over here to the airport shutdown yesterday. They're claiming fuel is running out and jet fuel and all this stuff, y'all. Airport shut down. No fuel. It wasn't really the fuel that it's a shortage. There's people out there reporting that it's a shortage in fuel. But the excuses that they're coming out with, let's say, the planes, the representatives, whoever, y'all, is saying that that it's in the system. That somehow, let me say, the system isn't working correctly as of yesterday. Now, today I looked around. I don't see. I don't know what's going on with the fuel, but official statements from even Niagara Frontier Transportation Authority, Buffalo Niagara International Airport clarified that it was not an actual fuel shortage, no depletion of jet fuel, instead a technical issue with the fuel's farm circuit system temporarily disrupted. So they're claiming that it's maybe not really the fuel. Just saying. Let's see what this man got to say about it, y'all. In case you was taking a flight yesterday and everything was interrupted, I don't know, y'all, or somebody in your family or whoever was out there, the fuel was disrupted. Claiming an energy crisis and all this. Well, this man here, he's claiming that the next pandemic will be oil, will be oil by the end of the year. Now, I don't know how he comes up with his analogy, but I'm just telling you what he says.
Crude oil is going to become the new global pandemic. And the new pandemic is not going to be a disease like COVID-19. It's going to be immeasurable financial harm to the entire globe. Any country, any user that is relied upon and has no alternative solution in the short term to burning crude oil and the byproducts from refined crude oil and natural gas and liquefied natural gas is going to find that their economy is going to suffer all kinds of symptoms that can be fatal to economic growth, fatal to economic stability, fatal to their debt and the cost of capital. Every country, every economic consideration was based on a certain amount of consistency in terms of energy. When you disrupt that by as much as 15 to 20% of supply, the downstream is not a 15 or 20% disruption, it's exponential. And all we have is about 90 million barrels a day for 102 million barrels a day of appetite. So those countries, those consumers, those end users that have the cash, have the economic capacity to consume and buy and purchase that 90 million barrels of oil, they will be the ones that get it. But even if the demand destruction eliminates 1, 2, 3 million barrels a day off the 102 million barrels a day that's being consumed by the planet Earth, The fact of the matter is the lack of supply far outweighs that's demand destruction. What we're really going to see is an increase in demand in high income, high economy markets like the United States and China and Europe and other countries that are doing well and pressing forward with artificial intelligence. And it tells me we're looking at oil much higher than $110 a barrel. I still say we could see $125 a barrel by December 31st this year. The piper's going to get paid, and we're going to have to pay.
So, yeah, if oil goes up like that per barrel cost, we're going to see it at the gas pump. Now I'm not predicting this, I'm just going by what other people say, and that's what I do. A lot of times I'm, hello Humpty Dumpty. Is it Humpty Bumpty? Yes. Hello, good to see you. Hope you had a great and wonderful weekend. Happy birthday, early J Hart. Well, let me go back. J Hart's having a birthday. Thursday, you'll be 55. 55. I used to be 55. Now I'm 60. And I'm still excited about life. So don't never let life get you down. Let life get you way up, y'all. Happy early birthday, yes. Happy early birthday to you. I believe I'll go live before then, so we'll sing you a birthday song then, okay? Hello, Laura K. Miss Laura K. Happy Monday, for real. August 24th, 1:44 p.m. on the East Coast. I just love reading some of y'all in the chat. Driving now, so I can't chat. Miss Laura K. Be careful out there. Don't be texting and driving. They made a new law in South Carolina. That's all we need is more laws, y'all. You get caught with the cell phone in your hand, in your lap, texting or anything like that, it's a new $100 fee. It really is. Ticket-wise, Maybe that's why they want these flock cameras everywhere. They can send you a $100 bill, to pay. Just saying. And you do it again, you get caught twice. Then it like doubles, and they take points off your license. That's why I can't really be texting and driving either, y'all. And if I do, I'm trying to hide it. I won't say that I haven't done it already because I have. I just don't want to get caught, y'all. Per the driver, good to see you, brother. Thank you. The Watchman, back in 1955, I can't drive 55. But anyway, yeah, the man says oil prices may go up. I mean, I don't know. I'm not an economist. But if people can see it like that, I mean, I sure hope not, y'all. But let's go on over here. Let's keep talking about these current events. Most of these events are now current, current events. Here's a typhoon. Yeah. I can't even say it. Yeah. The death tolls rose to 159 people with still 10 missing due to the typhoon Maysak, resulting in China now floods. Yeah, July's natural disasters left 318 people dead or missing nationwide. In China, y'all, 1.6 million people were affected, while 320,000 were evacuated or relocated. These disasters caused 57 billion yuan in economic losses. In China, they were hit with a pretty bad storm the other week, I believe, y'all. And they're still reeling, from it.
Ôi dồi. Lần này chứ tấm thằng mạ rồi à. Nga bồ trong hố tôi rồi đi cặp tới du lịch. Cũng cho thầy. Cũng biết cái này ngày xưa ngày kia mô là trong hố cái tạm này. Thấy chưa hả?
Just thought y'all should know that your sister country of China over there. Hello, John Boy. Good to see you, brother. Thank you for coming in and hitting that thumbs up. Hawaii had storms too. I think we just told about it. Which I did show video in my last Friday live stream, I believe. About it was last week sometime. Hawaii houses were swept away and things like that. It's amazing, I believe now, that nobody lost their life. Wish they came out and said 1 and then they said 2. So who really knows? But there was a lot of damage. And at the same time, the volcano's going off, you know. So on the big island, y'all, down there in Hawaii, some landslides and things were going on. You know, we talked about it. You just wasn't here at the time, girly. For real. I don't think you was. Let's go over here and look at something else, y'all. Because these events are current. And we talk about the meat and the beef and all this stuff too. There is contaminated meat. It was 5 months ago that China averted disaster by rejecting contaminated beef from Argentina. What happened? Trump now wants beef from Argentina. Let me show you this screen over here so that way you know where I'm talking about, where I'm coming from. Yeah. Just got to move and groove, y'all. Happy Monday afternoon, for real. It is lunchtime. At least it was over here. And this was back in March of 19th, 2026 of this year, you know. Chinese authorities turned away 22-ton shipment after detecting this what is this word, y'all? Can you say it? Chloramphenicol. I need to Google that word, don't I? With serial lying psychopath Trump as president, God help us. So yeah, the beef, I don't know about the last part. I was just reading that. The beef was contaminated from Argentina earlier in the year. And this deal, you know, he's going to allow some countries like Argentina to start sending. Cattle farmers are reeling. I mean, they're really upset, y'all. Here in America, yeah, because America first, you know, that's the way they thought. And the way the beef prices are really going up, Trump is saying beef from Argentina and these other countries is going to control and bring beef prices down, you know. Yeah, we'll get deeper into it as we throughout the week because I don't know a whole lot about it, y'all. I'm just telling you what I see. Is anybody new in the chat? Hello, Hopperson. Yes, Hopperson's in the chat. How are you doing? Hope you had a great weekend. I really do, y'all. Current events and good times, I know, mix. Because I had tried to have a good time and keep up with the current events, you know. Let me go ahead and skip around a little bit because I got a lot of stuff up here. And I won't keep y'all too long today. Enjoy your lunch break with Super Dave, y'all. There is something I should be doing. Don't get me wrong, y'all. Crater Lake in Colorado, water level is significantly lower than it usually is this time of year. It is the lowest. And they talking about millions of gallons out of all this, feeding, watering communities and all this, and data centers out of this little bit of water, y'all. Colorado is in a historic drought. 2026 is one of Colorado's driest years on record. This lake relies on snow melt, but has been so dry compared to the previous years. It's considered net zero snowmelt levels. This is obviously concerning. Let me see if I can play this little video, because I get information out of these videos. Just a little reading don't explain everything. How in the world out of
Obviously, the water level is extremely low. Now, this time of year, the water level does get lower, but not this low. 2026 is marking one of Colorado's driest years on record with zero snowpack compared to previous years. So that is why we're seeing such a significant drop in water. Prolonged warmth accelerates evaporation, so that makes it even worse. And if you're wondering what Crater Lake typically looks like, this is when it's full after snow melt. It is huge. But again, keep in mind, during this time of the year, it should be less, but not this less.
That's insane. It is extremely. They're stealing the water, y'all. You know it. They're stealing the water for. So grateful for the rain this past month. We had a little bit of rain here in South Carolina, but we need more rain, and much of the country needs more rain. It's so expensive, John Boy. Last week I had to cook my little dog Ouija for real, just for extra protein. A little Texas Pete hot sauce topped it off. You want to drop your link to your PayPal there, buddy? Do that for me, John Boy. Come on, man. Put it in there. Do that for me. If we can get a contribution, John Boy's in a situation, y'all, and he needs our support. And it would be appreciated. I mean, any little bit, $1, $2, anything would help. If you could find that Mike Smith, do that for me. Are you still here, Mike Smith? I don't know why I got this on here. This is something, yeah. Like, here's another proof. I know you're kidding and joking, John Boy, but let us help you, man. That's what we're here for. We were way behind on rain for the year here in Kentucky. Mike Smith, if you will, I would appreciate it, brother. Thank you. Help us out, man. Let's get John Boy back on track. Spread the love, y'all. I mean, I'm willing to spread some love. Any little bit helps, y'all. But yeah, this lady, I know she's made a couple videos. And the thing is the government lies about everything and stuff, y'all.
I want y'all to see, this is the Colorado River. This is it.
That's the Colorado River. It's a stream. Usually it's overflowing where she's standing where the water normally is.
This is the Colorado River. This is Mother Nature. This is where she begins. So whatever you're trying to say on the internet, I'm right here. So keep talking your shit, and I'm going to keep telling you that the government does not give a fuck about us. They're going to take what little water we have left, and they're going to give it to billionaires because they don't give a fuck about us. We can all die. And you have to fight your government. The federal government will take all of this. Look at this. I can walk right the fuck out here. You tell me how this is going to service 40 million people, 7 states, over 5 million irrigated agricultural acres, 11 national parks, and 30 indigenous tribes, whom I'd like to remind everybody have priority senior winter water rights over this river. You tell me how this is going to do all that. I'll wait.
I found it, y'all. Mike Smith, if you're still here, I found it, brother. Let me see if I can get it in there. That's it. John Boy's PayPal, y'all. Is that it, John Boy? I don't want to see nobody suffer, man. You know, Mike Smith got it. Just in case you didn't get it, couldn't get it. Hey, any little bit, y'all. Do that for me, y'all. I would do it for you if you need, for any of you. For real. I'm not a greedy person, and I want to see everybody on an equal playing field. I really do, y'all. And John Boy, he's over there suffering, y'all. The police, he's got a multi-million-dollar lawsuit. I'm not trying to run nobody out of here. The cops took his driver's license and everything without a court, without a process. Something's going on over there in Tennessee. And he's not been able to drive and go to work and do anything. He lives away from the town. And the man's going to starve to death if we don't help him. Just saying, y'all. I won't bring it up no more, John Boy, but appreciate you letting us know, y'all. I'm not begging. I'm not grifting or anything. I would never do that. But when I see a need, I know a need when I see it. Just saying, y'all. Here, let me put that in there. I mean, really. I chat with John Boy. I text him and everything, y'all. I know it's a dire situation right now. I know that. And I wouldn't just say that. All right, let's go over here, y'all. We got current events going on and talking about, yeah. I was going to talk about these horses in a little bit. Let me get some of this to pull up. Just saying, I'm not going to keep asking, but if you find it in your heart, one or two smackaroos would do, Anything. Just saying, The government is telling you that you're going to eat foreign ground beef and you're going to like it. And it's going to lower beef prices. That's about as America last as we can get when the president is undercutting our own ranchers. This is outrageous. And this is Marjorie Taylor Greene. Didn't she used to work for him? Or the administration?
The latest thing the government is going to tell you, you have to accept. Here it is. You're going to eat foreign ground beef and you're going to like it. And they're telling you that it's going to lower beef prices. You talk about America last. That's about as America last as you can get. When the president of the United States is undercutting our own ranchers, our own beef farmers, Americans who are trying to raise their cattle under the smallest herds since 1951, trying to raise their cattle under a New World screwworm threat. And now they're having to compete against foreign countries who have been guaranteed by the president that it's 25% less than the market price. This is outrageous. Republicans were elected in 2024 for one reason, and it was for Make America Great Again. And the key word in that 4-word statement is America. That means Americans, and that includes American ranchers. That includes the food that we eat. Remember MAHA, Make America Healthy Again? Well, let me tell you something. People like me that very much believe in that message and support our farmers and ranchers, we want to eat beef that's grown right here at home. We want our farmers and ranchers to be able to sustain themselves and their herds and feed their families. And we very much care about the fact that food that is being imported in our country, we care about where it's from. We want to know the conditions it was raised in, what it was fed, what chemicals, what type of antibiotics, and how it was processed. I literally cannot get over the fact that people sit here and defend this stuff. You know, if you care about our country, then you care about our farmers and you care about our ranchers, and you very much want them to be successful. But government intervention like this, subsidizing foreign beef imports, is one of the most repulsive things that I've seen out of this administration. And I cannot believe it.
You may be right, John Boy, because under the auspice of lab grown meat, they may be telling us that we're going to be getting meat from Argentina and other South American countries, exactly where a lot of the screw worm is, you know. Yeah, that dangerous worm, y'all. The Watchman, I will respond to you talking about the chat on YouTube. I'll start doing that. I'm sorry, man. It's not foreign meat, it's lab grown beef. They're telling you foreign ground beef with us, our old horses. Yeah, why is this simultaneously happening at the same time, you know? Is that the right word? These horses that are going to be slaughtered and the meat from different countries, something's going on out there with the meat, y'all. They're telling us, but they're not telling us, you know? Are we going to ever figure it out? You know, just saying. I mean, what is happening, y'all? Farmers are unhappy today. Let me show you this. Let's get on over here. I almost didn't do this live, but I'm glad I did, y'all. Because if we can get a little support and everything for John Boy, I'll be happy. Just saying. Because I know but what I've been seeing and everything, you know. Just saying, y'all. Know what I've been hearing and everything, you know. So, yeah, these people aren't happy. Farmers are unhappy today. Trump's choice to import over 661 million pounds of beef without tariffs is just one more slap in the face to our farmers. And it's not going to do but one thing to lower prices for consumers. Record cattle prices are offset by record high input costs for feed and fertilizer. You know, a lot of people don't even understand that. And diesel, just to name a few. Yet farming does cost. Doing any type of farming and land clearing. People don't, you know, running a bulldozer, what I used to do. So many costs. Even when something breaks and tears up, a hose bust, it is constantly something just costing extra. And at the same time, normal cost still cost a lot, you know. Record cattle prices are offset by record high input costs for feed, fertilizer, diesel, just to name a few. And add the damage from the droughts, fires, floods, and margins are razor thin. We need to pass a farm bill that supports small and medium-sized farmers. Make sure they have a seat at the table and elect leaders who truly understand farmers are the backbone of America. Well, they move to lab-grown meat and these type things and fake food. Even the eggs are fake in a lot of places, you know. Even the eggs are fake anymore, y'all. What is in the egg?
Hey, good morning, guys. Sean here. I'm not sure about the rest of you, but as a cattle farmer, cattle producer, or cattle rancher, whatever title you want to give us, I can't believe that President Trump and Secretary Rollins just kicked us in the teeth yesterday by saying that they're going to import foreign beef here into the United States. This plan that he's actually talking about, you can go and look for yourself. The Cattlemen Association at the national level, every state is coming out totally against it. And it's 100% because it's not going to have any real effect on prices of beef in the grocery store. The reality of it is the packers control everything.
Why can't these farmers, these cattle farmers, hello, Miss K. Wim, seek out people like us? Let's say somebody that wants to start a business. Just saying. Anybody could start. You got to get approved. I get it, y'all. You know, a place, that would butcher these, seek out people that would like to start a business and make money doing it. You don't have to rely on the decisions of the government, because we know if we get American beef, it's way more healthier and better for us. We don't know what's coming from these other countries, or even lab grown meat is not good for you and all that. We would know what we're getting, y'all. So yeah, just to let y'all know, American farmers are not happy with Trump, because America first, is America first. Just saying. And the government has no excuses. They have lots of empty factories, lots of empty malls. They could turn into packaging places and a lot of people out of jobs. Exactly. You got that right. Maybe they should start doing a thing like everybody come to here and 4 people buy a cow. Hello, Duttons. Good to see you, brother. Thank you. Good afternoon. Hope you had a good weekend, man. Hope everybody did. Checking the chat, making sure, just say no. Don't comply with criminals and pedophiles. I don't like calling, names, but you can do it. I know there's other channels out there that call them pedophiles and pedo protectors, and I don't normally go there. But you're right, according to what they've shown us. And here was something else. At this point in time, let me see. Just to clarify this up, August 23rd, which was yesterday. Maybe they're coming out and telling us now. But at this point in time, according to this person, we was not even being told where the beef was coming from. That's what this says. Trump is importing foreign beef and refuses to say where the beef is coming from. So y'all might have a good point. I mean, weird would be an understatement. That, telling us that beef is coming from somewhere that it may not be coming, and actually be coming out of lab-grown factories here in America.
Which countries did you make that deal with? What are the sources of the beef deal?
I don't want to say which countries, but there are a few countries, but they're going to be sending in the highest quality beef, and it's something that we need. What else?
So he's importing foreign beef, but he doesn't want to tell us which country he's importing the beef from. Isn't that a little weird?
I don't want to say which countries, but there are a few countries.
Like really, really weird. What's even weirder is in 2015, Congress passed something so they would hide the country of origin labeling. They used to label where the beef came from, but apparently the World Trade Organization deemed that it was discriminatory towards our trading partners like Canada and Mexico. And apparently Congress was afraid of tariffs. So then they took the labels away. So we don't know where the beef came from. And now Trump's importing foreign beef, but doesn't want to tell us where it's from, because that's just a totally normal thing for a president to say. Now, online people are noticing that China rejected a massive beef shipment from Argentina after detecting a banned antibiotic, and people are speculating that Trump might be importing Argentinian beef because they found this video from last year.
Question is, what do you have to say to U.S. farmers who feel that the deal is benefiting Argentina more than it is them, as they are
Argentina's fighting for its life, young lady. You don't know anything about it. They're fighting for their life. Nothing's benefiting Argentina. They're fighting for their life. You understand what that means? They have no money. They have no anything. They're fighting so hard to survive. If I can help them survive in a free world, I happen to like the president of Argentina. I think he's trying to do the best he can. But don't make it sound like they're doing great. They are dying. All right? They're dying.
What do you mean by Trump's answer didn't really seem to have much to do with what's in the best interest for America. He just said he had to help save Argentina. And if you haven't realized, their president worships the country that Donald Trump and most of our Congress seems to work for. It's not America, by the way. If you can't tell by this video, I don't know what to tell you. It's got people rightfully concerned in America to wonder where Donald Trump is getting this beef from.
I don't want to say which countries, but there are a few countries.
What do you guys think? Shouldn't our government be telling us where the beef we're buying is from? And is Make America Healthy Again a massive failure, since it seems like the Trump administration is using RFK's ideas as toilet paper to mock all the people that voted for him? Let me know. God bless you.
All right, y'all. If we're not really being told, maybe somebody's making it up. You know, just saying, if it's, well, somebody might be making it up, saying it's coming from Argentina when it's not. Isn't that the area down there where there's Peter Thiel was building a bunker? Isn't that the area down there, Chile, Argentina, where there was fires and the land is being sold, you know, real cheap? Might be something going on behind closed doors we don't know about, y'all. Which there always is, and we just don't know exactly what it is. They always pulling our leg, but we don't know why. Like, what is going on, y'all? All right, let's get over here because y'all want to talk about these horses a little bit, y'all. Let's get over here to the horses. Did somebody else come in? Americans are suffering and Trump is worried about other countries. Ain't that crazy, y'all? Trump is getting beef from Billy Boy. Good to see you, Miss K. William. Yes, thank you. Did I miss anybody else? Just trying to catch up on current events. It'll probably be Wednesday when I go live again. Just saying, y'all, like it normally is. But we'll see what happens. As I was saying earlier, channels have to do more watch hours. You know, it's not going to guarantee that you're going to show up every time, but if you got to have more watch hours, you got to go live more. Trump ordered the roundup and slaughter of 3,050 American wild horses and killed 19 in the process. When exactly are you going to find the courage to rage against him? Is rage in here? For real, y'all. Bill and Trump had dinner together. Yeah, they did. And a lot of people don't know that. Wild horses couldn't drag me away.
Hey friends, Scott Beckstead here on another Wild Horse Wednesday. I wanted to give you an update on the Bureau of Land Management's Wild Horse Roundups, beginning with the Callahan Roundup. This is the largest roundup of the year. The Bureau of Land Management seeking to remove 2,000 horses. That operation has ended. The Bureau of Land Management gathered 2,005 horses, permanently removed 1,992, did not return any horses back out onto the range, and 11 deaths, including 4 young foals killed in that operation. The Lahontan herd management area, 703 horses gathered, 698 horses permanently removed, 1 horse released back out onto the range, and 4 fatalities in the Lahontan operation. The Sailor Creek herd management area, this is a much smaller operation in Idaho, that has concluded.
Do y'all know how much that the Trump administration is selling each and every horse for? Girly whirly, let me turn you blue. It's just aggravating me to see you not blue, I guess. Does anybody have a clue how much each and every horse is being sold for? Jay Hart knows the right answer of $25.
With 103 horses removed, 0 horses returned, and 0 fatalities. And then the Mariah herd management area in Nevada, according to the BLM's roundup schedule, they were targeting 500 horses for removal. They only gathered and removed 257 horses, with 4 fatalities in that operation. That actually started several days before the BLM had announced, but ultimately 257 horses.
If you email me there that what I just put in the chat, for that right answer, I'll send you a coaster, a Super Dave coaster for real. You the winner. For real. $25 each horse, y'all. $25. Will, where there's a will, there's a way. Just thought I'd let you know. If you email me for real, I'll send you that. Somewhere to send that coaster. You can put your neighbor. You can put your P.O. box. You can do it. You don't have to do it. I don't want to twist your arm, blah, blah. Just do that for me. I'll send you one of these beautiful Super Dave coasters over there. And maybe when you win a mug one day, you can put it right on top of that beautiful coaster, you know? Just saying, y'all. I appreciate it, y'all. Hello, Cabaret. Good to see you. Like has dropped. Am I saying that right? I don't even know. Aren't you Cabaret Gaming? Appreciate it, man. Thank you. Yes, Universe. All right, y'all. Yes, Will is here. They gonna feed us horse meat. I bet they are. Hello, the Bud Files. I bet they are, y'all. Are they at least gonna mix it? I was looking at a lot of stuff about ground beef. Really. And you already know how I feel about that. Most of the ground beef is not real ground beef. That is why on some of the packages they put beef patties. It doesn't say 100% ground beef. A lot of times says beef patties. Just make sure you know what you're buying out there, y'all. Yes, thank you. I want to make sure, eat healthy. Because in this crazy world that we're living in, we're getting fake food left and right. Let me see if I got a couple more things to go with this. With all these stories, y'all. Let's keep going. We're in the current events right now. Things that are happening. Things maybe that you don't even know about. I'm not your local news reporter. I just want to put stuff out there that information is vitally important that we, share the information out here. And be careful with your waterways. Just bringing this out real quick. Lakes, things like that. Am I sharing? I think I'm skipping a little bit. An 8-year-old Louisiana girl dies after battle with a rare brain-eating amoeba. Eight-year-old little girl, innocent little child, y'all. Ruston, Louisiana. A young girl from Louisiana died days after her 8th birthday following a battle with the rare brain-eating amoeba. Health officials confirmed Leland Smart contracted the rare, often deadly brain-eating amoeba, likely after swimming in Lake Claiborne near Shreveport, Louisiana. Just thought I'd let y'all know that the lakes and the streams and the creeks and the waterways, a lot of them are contaminated and has these brain-eating, even flesh-eating. Off the coast of South Carolina was found flesh-eating bacteria and stuff, y'all. The water, which I'm not going to talk a lot about the water, but that's where it comes from. It's coming from the water, y'all. The Bible says the one day that the waters will be all bitter. Is that going to be because man has destroyed it? You would have thought maybe it meant that God would turn it that way, you know? And I know another channel showed this. This came out like last week. But yeah, they preparing for the big one in Alaska, like a 9.2. I saw when this came out, but I don't know why I didn't run it.
Officials in Washington are preparing for one of the most extreme tsunami scenarios the state could face, and the official modeling shows how fast it could unfold. What you are watching is Washington Geological Survey tsunami modeling, speeded up to show a magnitude 9.2 megaquake near Kodiak Island, Alaska, sending a massive tsunami across the Pacific towards Washington. Scientists centered the rupture where previous modeling showed the greatest amount of tsunami energy could be directed towards the state. The simulated fault slips by around 65 feet, violently displacing the seafloor and launching the tsunami south. The first wave reaches La Push in only 3 hours and 30 minutes. Westport is modeled with an offshore tsunami amplitude of 24 feet. Ho and Long Beach reach 19 feet. The surge then drives through the Strait of Juan de Fuca and into Puget Sound, reaching communities far from the open Pacific. Around 6 hours after the earthquake, the port of Tacoma is hit by a modeled 5-foot tsunami. Olympia sees around 4 feet roughly 7 hours after the rupture. Some enclosed waterways amplify the surge even further, with Lynch Cove reaching 14 feet. Dangerous currents could tear through harbors and narrow channels, while tsunami activity may continue for 24 hours or longer. Officials warn the first wave may not be the largest, meaning the threat could intensify hours after the tsunami first arrives. A magnitude 9.2 earthquake has struck Alaska before. In 1964, it became the largest earthquake ever recorded in U.S. history. Washington is now modeling what happens if the next giant rupture sends far more of that energy directly towards them.
With constant warnings like that, and the Pacific out there, you know, off the Southern California, the pressure and what they telling us, just a constant reminder that something bad eventually is going to happen. I don't know if I could live over there on the coast or in Washington or the coast of Oregon, just say, you know, if constantly here in South Carolina, I was reminded that maybe a gigantic 200-foot tsunami was coming, you know, and reach all the way past beyond where I am. I think I would go more inland, you know. Just saying. All the time being terrified, you know. I appreciate the thumbs up, y'all. Hello, Mental 420. Yes, maybe fear-mongering on this video. Hello, Stack Stevenson. Good to see you, man. A little bit of fear-mongering, ain't it? Good to see y'all. I'm just reading the chat. Takes a minute. They would always tell us before they die, do it, my friends. Just terrified, fear-mongering us, you know. Which it could happen. If it happened before, it could happen again. You know, history does kind of repeat itself. Things like that. All right. Something we hadn't talked about yet, y'all. Reno, Nevada. Apparently, Reno, Nevada is now going through what a lot of these burning places, Colorado, just saying, a lot of these places that's been experiencing this. In case you don't know, thousands have been evacuated in Reno, Nevada. A fast-moving wildfire closed in on the city Sunday. The so-called Hawk Fire has grown to 13,000 acres and threatened hundreds of homes. At least 200 new fires also erupted nationwide this weekend. 3-minute video. Let's play a couple minutes of it.
thousands of people have been evacuated in Reno, Nevada, as a fast-moving wildfire closes in on the city. The so-called Hawk Fire has grown to 13,000 acres and threatens hundreds of homes. It exploded in size overnight and is 0% contained. Officials say 1,000 people are battling the flames, and they're preparing for a round-the-clock fight. They also say the wildfire was human-caused. 200 new fires erupted nationwide this weekend, including 5 new large fires. CBS's Jonathan Vigliotti in Los Angeles is tracking it all for us and leads us off. Jonathan.
And Jerika, the heat and the drought have fueled a number of wildfires across the West. The one of biggest concern right now is in Nevada. It's known as the Hawk Fire. It exploded overnight. It is threatening a number of communities near Reno at this hour, and crews on the scene desperately trying to fight back and gain containment.
Oh, wow, there's houses right here.
An inferno bearing down on Reno.
They're trying to evacuate, but all the roads are blocked.
The Hawk Fire barreling through dry brush toward neighborhoods, displacing 42,000 people. At their heels, another 45,000 people under prepared to evacuate status.
People out of their vehicles, or, it's a traffic jam, and people are in their vehicles, and it's not looking good.
It started Saturday, just 30 acres. 24 hours later, strong winds had pushed it past 13,000. Roughly 1,000 structures are threatened. Highways closed, power cut, and Nevada's governor declaring a state of emergency as fire officials see no reprieve in the near future.
Our weather conditions continue to be challenging, hot, dry, windy, and no end in sight anytime soon.
In Washington state, another fire exploded Saturday, the Coal Wash, growing from a few dozen acres to roughly 8,000 in hours, forcing go-now evacuations. Nationwide, it's been a weekend of extremes.
Oh my God, it is spinning around.
In the Northeast, several communities recovering from a spate of tornadoes. In Orlando, Florida, visitors to Disney battered by wind and rain. And in Gary, Indiana, tens of thousands still without power, 12 days after storms flooded communities. Out west, the lack of water is breaking records as another week of extreme heat hangs over the region.
In Phoenix, Arizona, temperatures could reach 110 degrees for much of the week. And here in Southern California, where we are this evening, temperatures will near triple digits, Jerika.
Yeah, very hot, Jonathan, with an historic drought in the West and the country's largest reservoirs at record lows. What's next for states that depend on this water?
Yeah, Jerika, you're talking about Lake Mead and Lake Powell. Both are fed by the Colorado River, which is currently being impacted by climate change.
Climate change. Look how low this water is, y'all. How is millions of people, plus data centers, going to thrive on this water? This is intentional, isn't it?
And overuse. The federal government now working in an agreement with multiple states out west. Some will be impacted, having to reduce their water usage from the river by as much as 30%. It is a temporary fix, not a permanent solution, Jerika.
Definitely temporary. Jonathan Vigliotti, thank you so much.
Yeah, last time I checked, the power outages. Tennessee had power outages. I was even asking John Boy about that yesterday. United States power outage map. There was like 4 places that was the worst. Tennessee, California, Indiana, and Nevada. Reno, Nevada. Yes. Last time I checked here, Tennessee still got 38,000. The other night when I did a live stream, they had 80,000 without power in Gary, Indiana. So yeah, it's down to 11,389. So I guess they're getting the power on. It's just that Gary has been kind of left out. And I know what I said in my little premiere about the color of the people. It seems like because of the color of the people, 85% in Gary, Indiana are black, that they left them out while surrounding communities was getting power back on. Gary, Indiana apparently was last. So yeah, they're being affected still, and people suffering, y'all. You go 2 weeks without power, you know. Hello, Sheikah. Good to see you. Hope I didn't leave anybody out. Blind straight. God is judging the United States. Kathy Berryman, good to see you. You know, God could be judging this country too. We killed thousands of babies and allowed sodomy. You know what? As a people that try to do right, I don't know each and every individual, but as far as these leaders or people that is causing a lot of these problems, they're being judged when their time comes. You're right. Hello, Stack Stevenson. I wish I could send some pictures of my sky today. I wish you could too. Happy Monday, y'all. I hope you had a great weekend. If you're just coming in, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Let's see. I got more. I prepared for this one, y'all. Thoughts with everyone who's been evacuated. Short little video here. First responders, Reno, Nevada. Just funny how structures, you know, how is grass fires going to burn all these structures, you know? A lot of that area out there is like a desert, y'all. And it's got, you know, grass fires. Short little video here. Let's see. Just keep going, I guess, till we get there. Let's say you got to have enough watch hours. So I'm working on it, y'all. Let me keep going a little few more minutes. This is a horrible video, y'all. I don't even know if I want to show it. This lady was restrained by the police. I don't even know if I can show it and get away with it. She was restrained by the police, and in the end, the way they treated her and everything, she ended up dead. I mean, really? The police aren't even trained for, you know. The hog fire has grown to roughly 15,000 acres and remains uncontained. August 24th, yesterday, 90,000 people get ready to get out. 13,700 residents inside evacuation area. Structures lost. 6 injuries reported, and the National Guard is activated. One more about Reno, Nevada, y'all. Let's keep going. Just to let y'all know, yeah, that's where the hot spot right now seems to be. Which I know a lot of places are still smoldering and smoking out there, y'all. There's a lot of fires. Actually, you know, a lot of fires. I don't want to show that. I don't need no shock value on my channel. But this is that video, a woman after saying I can't breathe while she was being restrained by the police. I could give my opinion on this, and I know y'all have an opinion. I'm not going to show it, y'all. I almost did. I'm not going to. It's terrible. I mean, really, I can't do that. I just wanted to show you and tell you exactly, you know, what was going on there. But, yeah, it's sad, y'all. They had like I don't know, 10 or 12 people around that person. And the way they did her and strapped her on a wheelchair and stuff and had something around her head. And this is in America. I'm like, man, how can this even happen? You know, I won't talk about it, y'all.
In Reno, Nevada, send them this post right now. We got some updated information coming in right now on that Hawk fire. It is exploding out of Reno. 90,000 people are inside that evacuation zone. It has already burned over 15,000 acres and it is still not contained. Many structures have been lost, but nobody can get in there to do a full assessment because the fires are totally out of control and way too dangerous. This particular fire started at Hawk Meadow Trail, which is northwest of Reno. Officials are also making the claim that this was human caused. But exactly how it started, it's still under investigation. We have 6 reports of injuries, 3 civilians and 3 first responders. And the state of Nevada just activated the National Guard.
Yeah, it's not getting any better out there, y'all. Let me look at this. This was a hot spot too. Heavy machinery used to carve a fire break. I wouldn't be on that stuff out there in that fire like that. Unless it had guards, let's say. Because that is a very dangerous situation to be on a bulldozer trying to make a fire break. That's terrible. If you ever even been in a car trying to go through or around fires, you know you can feel the heat extremely hot, you know, coming. And that bulldozer there don't look very, very big at all, you know. It's just kind of a small bulldozer. Let me take this down. Hope y'all have a wonderful day today. Let's keep going with a few more minutes. Extraordinary strong winds of massive, abnormal, oversized hail in Spain. Keeps repeating the hail is requisite and often common denominator of extreme geoengineering. It keeps repeating itself. This shouldn't happen. This is in Spain. It happens in America. Florida had a tornado, and over in France, where they normally don't have tornadoes. It's crazy, y'all. There was a tornado. So, yeah. Let me keep going just for a minute, y'all. The chat is moving. I can't really keep up with it, y'all. But this summertime in Spain, they getting hailed. Geoengineering.
Mira, mira, loco. Wow, qué locura, tío. Mira, mira, loco.
So don't think it's not happening elsewhere, too. Let me check this right here. This is the last thing. Just to show y'all, check your eggs. I brought it up earlier in the stream. It gets slow, y'all, I know. Just to make sure y'all know. You think you eating natural eggs. More fake food fakery. Biotech firms created eggs by extracting egg white genes and fermenting them inside industrial vats with genetically modified yeast. Of course, they have FDA, no questions, clearance letters. And this egg fakery is now fortifying baked goods. Egg fakery is getting into your baked goods. You can go buy a cake at the supermarket. It's getting in, the eggs are getting in it. The baked goods, the protein bars, the protein powders, sauces and dressings. Watch your labels and buy chickens. Lab-made egg whites were quietly FDA cleared and already sold in Walmart, Target, and restaurants with no warning. Don't believe everything I tell you. Do your own research. Take everything with a grain of salt. I'm going to read the chat in a minute. I do have one more thing here. And I just lost it. So I don't. Screen sharing was canceled. I'm trying, y'all. This is very important too, I think. I look over everything I do. Power outages in Tennessee. This is why. $100,000 in Memphis. At least what they're telling us out here, what you can find, or without power.
Okay, so it is August 23rd, 5:30 in the morning. MLGW, Memphis Light Gas and Water, says over 110,000 customers are without power, and restoration, it may take a few days. They're estimating it may take until Thursday to restore every customer's power in the Memphis area. And I'm Imani Williams, a journalist in the Memphis Mid-South area, making sure to bring the news straight to you. So power is out all across Memphis. This is my drive into work around 3 o'clock this morning, 3:30 this morning. It was kind of patchy. Some places had power, some places did not have power. So I'm going to put up what MLGW said. This is what they posted on their social media about the outages. They said people are out trying to restore power, but it may take a while. Poles are broken, poles are down. So a lot going on. This is not only happening, though, in Memphis, in Mississippi, also in Arkansas. There are thousands of people without power, and poles are down. Also, other spots in West Tennessee are experiencing the same thing. We haven't got a timeline from these other areas. MLGW has been the only utility company that I've seen that has kind of given a timeline. And so I hope that if you are experiencing a power outage, there's maybe places that will start to give out water and food because Thursday, from Sunday to Thursday, or Saturday night to Thursday, is a pretty long time. If I start to see places that are trying to provide resources to people without power, I will make sure to post that so people can know where they can get some help during this time.
That was yesterday, Jay Hart. Yes. Gary, Indiana, Memphis, Tennessee. There's several places, Mississippi, communities. There's something going on, y'all. They're in no hurry to bring the power back when it goes off. Get you a generator, a solar panel, or something, you know. You can buy a converter, and I need to buy me one, that you can hook to your car battery, and it has a plug in it. For real. And it turns your AC into DC power. And it doesn't drain your battery too bad, you know. Not real. You'd have a light at night or be able to even plug a fan in or something. You call it a converter, you know. I appreciate it, y'all. I hope y'all have a wonderful day. Blind straight. The Amish people are smart. They are pretty smart. Try not to go over 1,500 watt car inverter. There you go. The watchman knows. Try not to go over. And they'll put out up to like 4,300 watts of power, you know. Sheikah, thank you. Appreciate it, y'all. Look. Thank you. We're going to have prizes coming back, y'all. I'm giving this time. I am. I'm trying to just get my channel running, you know, and give this time. And it won't be for members, it'll be for everybody, you know, be able to have a winner from trivia or something, you know. I'm thinking this through, y'all. Sheikah, thank you very much. Thank you for that super chat, y'all. Thank you. Jay Hart, thank you. I just don't want to rush into anything. The other year we giving prizes out and everything, you know. I don't want to go back all over it again, y'all. You know, I want it to be able to work out, you know, for everybody. And at the same time have fun doing it and everything, you know. Just saying, y'all. Defense weapons in each hand and pockets full of shells. 2 in the chamber. We Hello, Copycat. Good to see you. I appreciate it, y'all. Do me a favor if you can just give $1. See that link right there? Do that for me, y'all. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to put it. Look. None of us should be lacking, okay? Just saying, you know. If just anything can help. For real, y'all. We shouldn't be lacking as a community. If you all know what I mean, jelly bean, y'all. I appreciate it, y'all. I hope y'all have had a great weekend. I do. I had a pretty good one. I got out. I've done some things. I went back to the flea market. I do things. I found a big old bronze coin. I should have had it in here. I put it in my box. I did. 1941. I'm like, man, I need to look it up, and I did. I don't know what I can get for it, but they say it's worth like $80. And I got it for like $5, y'all. I spent the money, I mean, but I don't know where I can get $80 for it. Just saying, y'all. So I'm out of $5 right now on the big coin. And it's bronze, for real. I go out and look for stuff like that, y'all. I look at it as a small investment, you know. Maybe I can get my $5 back, you know. And then some, you know. So we'll look into it, y'all. Daryl Calhoun, good to see you. Suspicious Skies. Good to see everyone. Thank you all for coming today. Mike Smith, thank you very much. Great stream. I really appreciate it, y'all. Can I get a thumbs up? I got 32. Let's get 40 for me, please. Do that for me, y'all. I'll start answering your chat there, the Watchman. I'll do that. I won't let you down, man. But I can't always now. I mean, there is some busy things I've been doing, you know. I'm not just sitting here in front of a screen all day, y'all. You know, I could go live vertical and all that and stay in the cool and just sit back and let y'all take your nap, go to work, do whatever, but I ain't going to do that. I got things to do too, y'all, and I've been trying to do some hours in the morning, which I'm not going to reveal everything. While it's cool, you know. Man got to survive, y'all. You know what I mean? So, yeah, let's play a song on the way out. I don't know how much of it I'll play. Maybe a minute of it. If I can get a song to play, y'all.
Take a breath with me. Not a deep one. Just a real one.
Take a deep breath, y'all.
If you're tired, you don't have to explain yourself here. You don't have to justify why. You don't have to prove you earned it. Just sit here a minute. I know what it looks like when someone's been strong for too long. It's not loud, it's quiet, it's the kind of tired that doesn't ask for help. Because it forgot how. Most people don't see it. They see you showing up. They see you smiling. They see you handling it. They don't see the weight. They don't see how much you carry before the day even starts. How many decisions you make before anyone thanks you. How many times you say it's fine when it isn't. You don't complain. You just keep moving. I respect that. I really do. But strength isn't pretending nothing hurts. Strength is knowing when to set something down without feeling like you failed. You've been holding things together with tired hands and a steady face. You've been the one people lean on, the one who figures it out, the one who doesn't get to fall apart because everyone else already did. That takes something out of you, even if you don't say it. I'm not here to fix you. I'm not here to tell you to stay positive or be grateful or any of those things people say when they don't know what else to offer. I'm just here to say this. You don't have to carry it all right now. Whatever you're holding, the worry, the responsibility, the pressure, the grief you don't talk about, the fear you keep quiet, you can loosen your grip for a second. Nothing's gonna collapse because you paused. The world doesn't need you breaking yourself to prove you're worthy of being here. You don't owe exhaustion to anyone. I think we forget sometimes that rest isn't quitting, it's refueling, it's respect for the fact that you're human, not a machine. You're allowed to want a softer moment. You're allowed to want someone to say, I've got this. You can breathe. And if no one said that to you lately, let me say it now. I've got this for a minute. You can breathe. You don't have to be impressive here. You don't have to be productive. You don't have to earn your place. Just exist. There's a quiet strength in staying kind when life hasn't been gentle with you. There's courage in still caring after being disappointed. There's honor in showing up even when you're running on empty. If no one's told you lately, I see that. I see the effort you don't post about, the battles you don't announce, the way you keep going, even when it would be easier to shut down. You're not weak for feeling tired, you're strong because you kept going anyway. But right now, you don't have to. Right now, just let your shoulders drop, let your jaw unclench, let the noise quiet down. You're allowed to rest in this moment. Nothing bad happens when you choose yourself for a few breaths. You're not behind, you're not failing, you're not broken. You're just human. And if tomorrow asks more of you, you'll decide then. Not tonight. Not right now. For now. Stay here. You've done enough for today.
Don't overkill yourself. Don't overwork yourself. Be smarter. Don't work harder. Good to see you, the stats. Y'all have a great day. Hopefully I see you Wednesday. I hope so, y'all. Unless something comes up big time, you know. I really appreciate it again. Thank you, everyone. Hope you had a great weekend. Because life can be good. It's how you look at it, how you perceive it. It is. If you're depressed, you're looking at life in a different way. If you're happy, you're looking at life in a different way. Does that make any sense? Look at life good, y'all, because you're blessed. You got up this morning, for real. No matter how bad your situation really is. You're still here for a reason. I believe that, y'all. I believe that I'm here for a reason. And I didn't mean to come on and lecture, and it's like the Lord moves me to speak. You know, I have to speak, y'all. Because you're here for a reason. We all should be excited. This time in history, you know, to witness everything that we're seeing, you know, in the last days, y'all. We are witnessing this firsthand. Y'all have a good day, y'all. I'm excited about it, y'all. I really am. Y'all have a good day, for real.